Hey guys and gals, happy hump day hustle. Hope everybody's doing well out there today. Appreciate you tuning in. If you're on the live, please let me know where you're coming in from, and if you catch us on the replay, please do the same as well and give me your opinions about today's discussion. So anyway, topic of discussion, the question at hand is, should the success that we seek come easily? Again, this is Danny Ingram with Danny and Lita. Good to see y'all today. So, should the success we seek come easily? Oh, before I forget, I'm going to do the regular thing. Let me set the timer so I know not to keep you guys too long. I thought of this week. A couple of things happened during the week that really have a lot to do with that. One of the first examples was, which a lot of you I'm sure can relate to. You know, I was out throwing ball with one of the neighbor kids recently, and we just happened to be chit-chatting, and of course parents were out and all that stuff too, and we just happened to get into, you know, the importance of practice. And he plays ball, baseball, and in Little League. And so we just happened to, you know, touch on the fact that, you know, if you've got goals, of playing high school or college ball or of course even pro ball, you know, you're not going to get there by doing any less than actually 110%. And so it wasn't a preach session or nothing, but it just got me thinking, you know, because, you know, ballers, I mean, you've got to be elite. I mean, you've got to rise above even the 100%ers, you know, that are killing it, because the problem lies in the fact that those guys that are putting 100% out, even that 100% might not be enough, because there's a lot of kids that will kill and die for a position. But it's always the 110%ers that just shine a little bit more and end up getting that position. And so now I want to touch on, you know, it all has to do with the risk reward ratio, but I want to add to risk, you know, effort. So that analogy had to do with effort. Same goes with our business. So, you know, if we're starting a small business and we're trying to get to whatever goal it is that we've set to make that first, second, third, fifth, 10th year or whatever, you know, are we going to get there coasting? Are we going to get there by doing the minimum, not being disciplined, not really setting realistic goals? Are we going to get there by not spending any money on necessary tools and coaching that it takes to get there? You know, if we don't go out on that limb, how are we going to get that fruit, right? You know, the low-hanging fruit has already been gotten. You know, that's gone. We got to climb up in the dang tree, and we got to go out on that limb. We got to risk whatever it is we've got to risk to climb out on that limb and get that fruit. And so let me tell you another example that really tickled me as well. So we've got dogs. We'll introduce y'all, you know, soon. But we got Buddy, Lola, and Sophie. And so what I did a little experiment with them. You know, we'll crack the back door so they can go in and out, you know, from the kitchen area, you know, so we're not constantly dealing with we got little bells hanging, you know, so we know, you know, who needs to go outside, whatever, when they're ready. But so I did this experiment. Lita's got this big ball thing that she sits on, and it helps exercise and whatever. And instead of a chair at her desk, she's got this big old, rubber ball. Anyway, so I set it up on a little sponge action type deal so that, the door sponge is closed, but I've cracked it open enough to where they can go in and out, and it opens just enough for them, to go in and out. Well, the funny thing is they got outside, but then when it was time to come back inside, I'm in my office here, and all I'm hearing is that dang, bell rattling. So I get up and I go spy on them for a minute, and sure enough, they'll nudge with their snout. They were nudging the door enough, put their head in, but then when the sponge action was bringing it back, they would back up, and they're fighting with this thing for 10 minutes. And finally, I go sneak up on them, and I spy on them for a minute. All right, there's 5 minutes. I'm going to start wrapping up. So I go spy on them for a minute. Dadgummit. There we go. Sorry. And I watch. And so Sophie ends up coming in. She's like, man, the heck with this. I'm just going to come on in and see what Dad wants and get a head scrub, right? But Lola and Buddy stayed behind. And I'm thinking, okay, what do I need to do to get them to come in? So what I'll do is I'll go into the utility room and I'll rattle the little latch on the food bucket. And they know what that means. And so I go do that, and as soon as I do that, what happens? All of a sudden, they forget that, the door isn't open and wide open for them to come back inside. They bail on in, and they're ready for a snack, right? So the moral of that story is they had incentive. I provided some incentive, an extra boost of benefit for them to risk whatever in their mind was, getting squished by the door or whatever the heck it was, and they overcame what was holding them back. Anyway, so that's all I've got for today. I hope that insight wasn't too silly for you guys to understand, but I think it's crucial. It's so crucial for us to understand as small business owners, no matter what stage we're in. Okay, man, if we want what we know is waiting for us, we've got to kick butt, take names, risk a little bit, and go over and above what we may feel like is our normal abilities, and we have to push through. Otherwise, if we just stay complacent and lazy and whatever, we're going to just constantly complain that whatever these outside factors are that we've tried 100 times is their fault. Okay? Those of you that have 100 courses on your bookshelf or in your office at the house, I guarantee you with the right mindset, you go grab any one of those and you actually apply yourself to the majority of them, and you're going to get some results. But it's pushing through, and I say this from experience, guys. That was me, because of the way I'm wired, and I touch on it all the time. A lot of you understand that, with our ADD tendencies, and we're not wired like other people that, where success comes easier. And I'm not complaining or jealous. I'm just saying, if we see a hiccup, we got to get past it. If there's a wall, plow through that sucker. Go over it, go around it, go through it, whatever it takes. Enough preaching. Y'all, thanks so much for tuning in today. And I love every single one of y'all. Please leave some comments below. Crush the rest of your week. I can't wait to get back in front of you guys again soon. And get out there and kill it. Please reach out and love somebody. Take care. Bye now.